Hello, McFluffy52 here, back with some more Phyrexia All Will Be One action, and today we are playing Random Gruul, which should be a ton of fun because we're messing around with Capricious Hellraiser. It's a 6 mana 4/4 dragon. It costs 3 less if you have 9 or more cards in your graveyard. When it enters the battlefield, exile 3 cards at random from your graveyard and choose a non-creature, non-land card from your graveyard, or from among them, and copy it. You may cast the copy without paying its mana cost. So we have a ton of non-creature spells and a ton of ways to fill the graveyard. We got like Eccentric Farmer and Blanchwood Prowler to find lands and mill us. Fable Mirror Breaker to copy the Hellraiser so we can get even more triggers, but also to filter cards in the graveyard. Courier's Briefcase is a 1/1 and also a ramp uh, tool. Elder Dragon War can also dump things in our graveyard. Big Score can dump things in our graveyard. Sweeper, creatures that are on a sorcery. A giant sorcery to do 10 damage at our opponent. A random green sorcery. Arcane Bombardment. So maybe we hit Arcane Bombardment and then we can start looping all these sorceries that we're running. So let's go ahead and see how we can do on the ranked ladder. I played one boss game with it, but it was a ton of fun, so we're gonna see how we do. There'll be a deck list in the description that you can look at the full deck on Aetherhub, and then if you enjoy Magic the Gathering Arena videos, consider subscribing. We try and make interesting videos every single day. All right, OCHL. What? I don't know how that's intended to be pronounced, but anyways, I have to say I've been watching some of the early access, or I got to watch a bit of the early access streams today. And I'm very excited for March of the Machine. It was so fun. Like seeing people play. Like I saw somebody flip like Invasion of Alara and get like that was like the 5 color battle where you just get like a bunch of random things on the backside. It's super cool. So I'm gonna try and make some videos between now and the release of March of Machines, talking about some of my top cards for it. I did do the set review, but it's a long video, so not necessarily super accessible. So hopefully I'll be able to put out some shorter videos just going over, highlighting some of the cards that I am very excited for, and I think might actually perform alright. Opponent here is Bant, or sorry, Naya Proliferate, or Naya Tokens, Naya, nope, it's Naya Toxic. Go ahead, play out the Fable Mirror Breaker. That should be able to fix our hand here, hopefully. Let me go ahead and turn down the music. It's just a little loud. Oh, now it's just off. That is unfortunate. There you go. Actually, I don't think I made it any quieter. If anything, I think I made it louder. Unfortunate. Alright. We can play Elder Dragon War here and sweep the board, which should be fun. Are we worried about Toxic? I think we are worried about Toxic. We won't let them get a single one. Go ahead, discard Arcane Bombardment and Titania's Command, maybe? And then play out this Elder Dragon War, 2 damage to each creature. And the opponent, boom. They do get their Crawling Chorus things, which is unfortunate, but should be able to pitch a bunch of our hand to this, so maybe we'll be able to go ahead and find a Hellraiser and then cast something from our graveyard. I don't think we'll have enough mana yet, unfortunately. So maybe we keep one of our cards, or we'll probably keep the Fable because it's Fable, right? Ooh. Go ahead, discard the majority of our hand here. Go for a new one. Alright, not bad. Not bad. Play out this. Play out a land, I think. And then we'll go ahead and pass back. If we get a Fable, or sorry, a Hellraiser here, we should be, if we draw a Hellraiser off of this Fable, we might be able to cast it and then get something for free. Unfortunately, we do not have anything to get rid of this, Crow's Hive. Ooh, that is bad. Um, if we plan to sweeper, it's probably best that we go ahead and get rid of the one big thing. Because we can play down this Elder Dragon War and clean up their board again. The first strike does mean that they gain some life here, which is a little annoying. Discard up to 2 cards. In that case, we'll discard the 2 Eccentric Farmers here, I think. We draw into 2 lands, so that's not quite what we we're hoping for, but this should be able to clean up everything they have. Which is quite fortunate. Oops. Sorry, opponent. This does mean that we are on a clock. You have Tyrannix Rex in hand. Yeah, another Planeswalker as well, so they'll get... Is it 2 poison counters? Yeah, it's 2 poison counters.
Why resist us? Phyrexia offers purpose. We have allies everywhere.
Okay, okay. That is what we want to see. Too bad we do not have Bitter Reunion to give our Fable the Mirrorbreaker haste. Or give it, yeah, give our Fable the Mirrorbreaker haste. I think we go ahead and we don't discard anything. Actually, maybe we discard the land. Because the rest of the stuff we can cast afterwards. Or no, we don't discard anything. We submit 0. We play out this. See what we hit? Arcane Bombardment. Now that's fun. I think we have enough mana to cast this big score. We'll play that. Play this. Discard Fable the Mirrorbreaker. We get to exile a spell from our graveyard. Titania's Command. 2 counters. And I don't know if it matters what we do. Our opponent, I think, is going to kill us here very soon. 2 counters, 2 bears. And then we go ahead and attack in. I don't know if we care if they get to tick up a Johnny again. We kind of just need to get rid of our opponent here. Bonk. We hit the Arcane Bombardment, which is super cool. So now we get to cast some spells. I don't have any good emotes. Actually, I do have a good emote for the situation. Lock with the bear. Opponent might have a depopulate. That'd be probably ideal here. We do get a 4/4 dragon off of this Elder Dragon War. Depopulate would be the only thing, I think, getting them out of here. Nope. Oh! Unfortunately, they do not have enough mana to proliferate. This was a very interesting game. We got the Ajani emblem and we still managed to win. We'll go ahead and save our opponent here the time, and we'll just go ahead and attack in. Oops. That was a lot of fun. Seeing Ajani go off. So they weren't Naya, they simply were just playing Jetmir for a duel. That makes some sense. Wow. That was awesome though. We got a free um Arcane Bombardment, and then we got a free uh Gaia's Command, is it? I forget what the green sorcery is called. Yeah, the Gaia's Command. Sorry, I'm a little scatterbrained here. Didn't get a whole ton of time to spend brewing this deck and playtesting it. Been a bit busy. But I still wanted to try and put out something interesting. I tried to play like a draw and drain deck with like Shieldred, but I was like, doesn't feel like new enough. We already did something, or we already sort of did this, so ended up going for this. Next time we can play Elder Dragon War and start pitching things, which will be cool. I think we'll go ahead and do that, especially because our opponent could go Shieldreding soon. Well, they're going to play down Shieldred, and Shieldred stops down all of our draw discard, which is very obnoxious. They'll play Elder Dragon more, I think. Actually, we attack in first, right? Or maybe we wait until next turn to play Elder Dragon War. We just big score away the burn down the house. Or the forest. No, we big score away the burn down the house, I think. We could have done this on our opponent's turn, which would have been the smart thing to do because they might play Graveyard Trespasser. Oops. Opponent with their 2-mana black counterspell? No? Okay. We could play Cemetery or Blanchwood Prowler, but that is completely unnecessary. But this should help us fill our graveyard even more. We're up to 3 cards. If we play down Elder Dragon War, we can dump a bunch more cards in there, and then we'll be able to cast a cheap Hellraiser. Or we can just play Hellraiser next turn, which honestly sounds pretty good. But then we're going to exile something that maybe we don't want to. Hellraiser is cool, though. Is it Hellraiser? Do we play Hellraiser, or do we play Elder Dragon War? I think we'll play Hellraiser. Get a free spell off the graveyard, sounds fun. I mean, we know what we're gonna hit. We get a choice here. Big score, I guess we can also play the Courier's Briefcase. I totally forgot. Yep. I included it because it's a non-creature spell. Um, Honestly, more cards is always good, especially into a removal heavy opponent. So we'll get rid of this land. We'll probably draw into a land. Yep, there we go. Drew into a land. And then we can go ahead, attack in. And we also keep filling our graveyard because we just exiled 3 cards out of our graveyard, so now we need more cards in our graveyard. I think I play Elder Dragon War next turn. They're cut down. How are we going to recover from this? How are we ever going to recover from this? They cut down our token. Okay, now that's obnoxious. I will freely admit that is obnoxious. Let me turn down the music, because I think it's actually genuinely too loud. I tried to fix it earlier. Ah! The thing is, like, I have... Anyways, I'll stop. It's alright. Anyways, take a little damage. Right to Vigilant. 4/4s, not bad. Maybe not worth it for the life that we lost, but 2 4/4s, they can't kill both with their Liliana down tick, so. And also, if they uptick their Liliana, that kind of works in our favor because we can just discard something. That is a bit obnoxious, but we have a plan. So if they block with their Shieldred here, yeah, we're gonna draw. Block with Shieldred, do it. Who won't? Come on. Ah, they didn't. Unfortunate. We get a land. We can play the land, and then we can play Elder Dragon War. We do kind of just lose our we do lose our Blanchwood Prowler, but I think it's worth. Opponent gains life with Shieldred, which is very lame, but there's not much we can do about it. Yep, we can't use the Elder Dragon War though because we're going to die if we do. Oh, come on. Oh. Oh. We get to... Nope, they don't sack a land. They didn't sack a land. That's crazy. I thought they were going to sack a land, almost certainly. Submit 0 because I don't like dying to Shieldred. See what we get for a free spell. Nothing. We got nothing. Alright, well. play against Mono Black, and they got the stuffs. I was our opponent did play well. They played around the damage that we had with the Dragon War, so they knew what they're doing. They played around it. Tried to bait them into blocking, and then we would have hit the Shield Druid with the Elder Dragon War, but they didn't want any of it, which is fair. I think that's why they niced, is because they realized, yep, try to bait them into it. Alright, keep this hand. Mono red. Do we stand a chance against a mono red? Time to find out. We don't have any particularly good cards, so I'm gonna hold off casting this Warrior's Breed, or sorry, this Blanchwood Prowler, so I don't mill away a good card off the top. Just kinda need a Hellraiser. Hellraiser, some free things. So, honestly, playing against Mono Red on the play was not a good place to start for us trying to win this. Shivan Devastator. It was very interesting that I played this down for 2 mana. Rebel Salvo the Goblin token. I mean, you're mono red, you just... That's what you do. Remove everything, slam face. Remove everything, slam face. Remove everything, slam face. I mentioned slamming face. Get rid of Blanchwood Prowler. Oh, yes. Don't mind if I do. That was the card that we needed, and we found it. Of course, they're going to be able to squee here very soon, which will be obnoxious, but we'll be able to gain a life with his Rugged Highlands, play down Eccentric Farmer, which is a decent block because it has 3 toughness. We get a flipped Fable the Mirror Breaker. We'll be able to also filter through some stuff if we want with this Dragon War. Mechanized Warfare, that is a problem. Ooh, I do like the Titania's command. Alright. I think we'll discard the Blanchwood Prowler and the big score here. Let's see if we can hit something. Untap land means what we can do here is go ahead, exile target opponent's graveyard. We gain 4 life, and then we can go ahead and create tutus. Yeah, that sounds good. Exile target player's graveyard. That would be them. Boom. Bye bye, Squee. Thank you very much. Gain 4 life. Whew. Titania's command coming in clutch. Then we get a 4/4 dragon off the Elder Dragon War that we'll be able to copy with Reflection of Kiki Jiki to start swinging in. Opponent's got the double mechanized warfare, which is intimidating, but we got some stuffs in our hands, and if we top deck well, we might even have the win secured. Might. We're gonna play the Fable here so we can loot away one of these Eccentric Farmers, because and yeah, our opponent, realizing that they're out of gas with just Mechanized Warfares, that was the unlucky draw for them. They didn't hit any of their Thrill of Discovery. What is... No, it's not Thrill of Discovery. The exile top 2 cards of your library. Reckless... man, I can't remember it. I cannot remember it. I'm not on my A game today. Normally I can like remember all the specific card names. Okay, all is very much an exaggeration, but I can remember a fair amount of card names, but clearly today is not that day. Opponents got the Atraxa going on. I like the Vorinclex Avatar. I feel like Vorinclex is like the most, or like the white like bone or whatever. What do they call it in the story pieces? It fits well with like Atraxa and this and the whole Phyrexian aesthetic. I didn't realize we kept such an insanely slow hand, but thankfully our opponent here does not have much exactly going on. I guess I can Google what that card I was trying to say was, but besides the point. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm talking about. The one that exiles the top two cards. Phyrexian Dragon Engine. Ooh, that is a cool card that I don't think I've seen enough play in Standard because you can get it back from your graveyard and like draw a bunch, which is very intriguing. Maybe we do a Boros like Dragon Engine double strike deck. Ooh, we could do that with Invoke Despair as well, and then you get counters on it as well. Alright. I think we've secured tomorrow's idea. We need it to play well though, like if it plays horribly, maybe we won't be doing that. I remember the other day I tried to make a video revisiting it like the one-shot kill deck that we built. Oh wait, is this every time it deals combat damage? That's genius. They can draw two cards. Yeah, not gonna let that happen, unfortunately, opponent. Alright, one land is maybe too many. We can actually get rid of both lands, probably, because we have Sokazon. Yeah. And we drew into another land. That works. And then we can just play another Fable. I mean, we could play this and then a Fable. How close are we to filling our graveyard? We don't actually have... We're not that close to filling our graveyard. Well, another Fable will help us fill our graveyard. This will grow to the graveyard. So eventually we'll get the discount on this Hellraiser. Because that puts another card in the graveyard. This can put two more cards in the graveyard. This will put three more cards in the graveyard. We cast like a big score and put like the last card in the graveyard, and then we'll have 9 in the graveyard and be able to cast Hellraiser. Or we'll just hard cast Hellraiser next turn if that survived, which it didn't. Unfortunate. I'm counting. I'm trying to count here. Opponent's got the stuffs here. They got the cards that they needed, and then the two removal spells. I mean, we were playing slow, like I said. Or our hand is slow, like I said. Alright, we can loot away this briefcase and this big score, I think. Let's do that. Elder Dragon War could get rid of their Phyrexian Dragon Engine, which is nice. Do we want to do that? And then we can loot away more cards the next turn. Or loot away as many cards as we need next turn, I think. But this doesn't immediately go to our graveyard. Maybe we just play Eccentric Farmer for a land drop next turn. Yeah, let's just do that, because then we can cast Hellraiser anyways. Ooh, and that's a real fun hit to hit off of, to get off of our, Hellraiser is 10 damage to the face. Explosive Singularity. This card combos with Hitotsugu and Kairi, the new card coming in March of Machines, because it says like when it dies, reveal the top card of your library. And in this case, the top card of your library is going to be Explosive Singularity. It deals damage equal to that mana cost. Explosive Singularity costs 10 mana, so it does 10 damage, and then you get to cast that spell for free, so you get to do another 10 damage just casting Explosive Singularity. So it's a one-shot kill if you can get it to go off. We're definitely going to be trying that in this upcoming season, if you will. I don't know, like, do you call them seasons when new sets are introduced? I don't know. One sacrifices a non-token creature. Well, this one's not going to kill anything anyways. Yes, I will go ahead and draw. I guess we can cast our Hellraiser for the cheaps. Though, we would have gotten a second Hellraiser if we didn't block with that Kiki Jiki. That was probably worth it. Well, unfortunate. We'll have to go with this and see what happens. Big score? Oh, I would love to cast this big score, but there's a little thing here that says whenever you draw a card, you lose 2 life. Whenever an opponent draws a card, you lose 2 life. That really sucks. Shieldred makes me sad. Oop. We milled the Hellraiser, which is a little unfortunate, but we'll be able to duplicate this Hellraiser with the Kiki Jiki that we now have. That's if Kiki Jiki and Hellraiser survive the onslaught. Opponent has 4 cards. They've casted 4 removal spells, I believe. 3. Okay. It felt like 4. It always feels like more removal spells than in actuality they've cast. Especially since we've been kind of sparse on, or we've had like high mana costing, so it's not like we're playing out a ton of creatures for them to pick off, and then we have a ton remaining. Interesting. Do you have another? Who plays that card? I've seen that like twice now. Like, who introduced that card to people? Because it makes me sad. Every time it's like, ah, well, they actually got me with it. No, we lose 5 life. That's unfortunate, but I really don't want Capricious Hellraiser to die here. I mean, that we can also just take ourselves out with this big score here. What we really need is we need something to exile the graveyard. If we can get like a Titania's Command, we can gain a bunch of life. We can exile our own graveyard in a pinch. Yep, we lose 2 life. I mean, uh, there's not really much for us to do here because we don't have any good removal for this Shieldred. We're just gonna die regardless. Let's decline though. Feel pain, opponent, feel pain. I guess we could have played big score first. Shieldred, it breaks my heart. That card. It breaks my heart. This is one card that I'm interested. I wonder if I was thinking about looking at back at my predictions for Phyrexia All Will Be One and seeing how many of them were like wildly off. Because I know that a ton of people thought Shieldred was gonna do nothing much, like nothing much at all. And how wrong were they? It's literally the most played creature. Oh well, I don't actually I don't know if that's true. It's the second most played card. I think it is. No, it's the fourth most. You know what? I'm gonna go to the statistics page here while we load into another match. But yeah, that everyone thought, okay, well, it doesn't have an ETB, so it's not gonna be a good card. And so it was very hard to judge in that regard. It is the top creature played in 58% of decks. It is the fourth most played card. Yeah, 58% of decks are playing 3 copies on average. Card is you want to know the cards that are being wait, what? Bankbuster got dethroned as the most played card. When did this happen? Go for the Throat and Cut Down are now above Bankbuster. Absurd. What has standard become? Um but yeah, Go for the Throat and Cut Down. Oh my goodness. Now we're getting another supposedly very good removal spell in a Convoke spell that costs 4 mana, can destroy target planeswalker or creature, and then you Surveil 2. So you could potentially cast like instant speed removal with no restrictions, and then Surveil 2 on top of it. Obviously, um, it's not that. Uh, it doesn't say that exactly right because it has Convoke and it actually costs 4 mana. But if you have like a creature or two, trying to find the card name. Contagious Vork. So we're playing Bant, Proliferate, Planeswalkers, or just Bant Ramp. I will discard Invoke the Ancients and maybe Eccentric Farmer. Draw 2. I don't think we should have done that actually. We didn't need to discard the Eccentric Farmer. Um, We don't actually have to attack here, so we're gonna go ahead and pass turn. We're gonna big score away this Fable. No, we'll big score away the Prowler. Let me go ahead and find this card that I was talking about. I have the previews up on my other monitor. We're gonna go ahead and discard this Blanchwood Prowler so we can Capricious Hellraiser back or invoke the Ancients next turn. At least that's the plan. We'll see if our opponent allows it. Opponent, I'm worried that they have instant speed interaction here. Okay, now that we know that they're tapped out, we can go ahead and cast this Capricious Hellraiser with no fear. That's what I wanted to see. So now we get the Capricious Hellraiser. We get a free spell out of our graveyard. What is that free spell going to be? I think we're going to go for the Invoke the Ancients because we have plenty of other good stuff in our hand. We get Vigilance, Vigilance, boom, boom. Emperor got nothing on those. Nothing on me. That was pretty good. I tried to make a deck with Capricious Hellraiser and Invoke the Ancients and Chaotic Transformation, but it didn't turn out. But I think Arcane Bombardment was the correct card instead of Chaotic Transformation, as in like the other card to go with Capricious Hellraiser. No, we were gonna copy our Capricious Hellraiser. Would have been glorious. Why did you do this, opponent? How rude. How rude. Well, we get a mana for that. We'll get a green source here. Submit. One doesn't have a ton in the graveyard. The instant that I was talking about is called Pile On. As Convoke, 3 generic, 1 black, destroy target creature, Planeswalkers, Veil 2. So, that is supposedly one of the great removal spells coming to Standard now. We're going to go ahead and play Arcane Bombardment so we can get spells back from our graveyard for fun. Well, we'll go ahead and attack base here and attack the place there. Hopefully our Arcane Bombardment gets to stick around. If it does, we get to cast some fun spells. Okay, well, we don't have any fun thing down there right now, but we can Fable the Mirror Breaker, maybe. And then get something down there, or we can just hard cast these, which sounds like a smart plan. Invoke the Ancients. It's showing its power right now. Yep, that'll kill that. Do we have anything non-creature in our graveyard? We do have a Capricious Hellraiser, or a Fable. So maybe we'll go ahead and do this, get a Fable. Or we can do this. And then we get nothing. The question is, do we want to set up Arcane Bombardment or get Capricious Hellraiser with Fable and Mirror Breaker going? We're going to go Capricious Hellraiser and Fable and Mirror Breaker, I think. We didn't have enough black mana, so we ended up using the treasure. A little unfortunate, but we get Fable here with another token. Lightsun's Twilight, this card. When I looked, I definitely did not rate this card appropriately. This is definitely one of the ones I missed on. Opponent, are they going to blow up the Bombardment or the Fable? We don't have any cards right now for we'll go ahead and trim these down some. I think we'll go ahead and would have been nice to have the well, actually this Elder Dragon War will do work if we can get. We can't Titania's Command and Elder Dragon War. It's unfortunate. But at least Elder Dragon War should remove the Titan of Industry shield counter as well. So, do we want to discard anything? I don't know. I don't think so, actually. Oh, we should have attacked in. Oops. Oops. Oopsies. Next turn we can Titania's Command, exile the 6 cards from their graveyard and gain 6 life if we want, or we can just start building a board. I think we're going to start building a board here. Invoke the Ancients, most likely. They destroy the token one, did they? No, they didn't. Unfortunate. This one's gonna just exile itself and never come back because the fact that it's a token means it doesn't get the other side, so bye-bye. Kind of funny in that way. Alright, hmm. Kind of confused on what is the right play to do here. Well, we can exile the graveyard to gain. I don't know, like, if we can get out from under 14 trampling damage here. I think Invoke the Ancient sets up a really nice Titania's command. I think we just Vigilance it up. Attacking and blocking is very nice to me. Capricious Hellraiser. Oh, another reason to play Titan of Industry with shield counters is you can White Sun's Twilight and still keep your Titan of Industry too. That's pretty smart. Pretty smart. Alright, we'll be able to block some damage here. Proliferating the shield counter? Oh my goodness. Our opponents even have cool decks today. What the heck? This is some interesting Bant technology. Oh, did they pick up the land? Nope, they did not. That's what I thought. They're gonna proliferate the shield counter. Smart. Very smart. Oh, opponent. We can just double block. Actually, you know what? We'll take it. If they had a Boon and Boseiju there, they would have surprised us. No, I don't think they would. Alright, now we get to build a massive board. And hold up blockers. Ooh, that's that's problematic. They can start growing their Titans of Industry. I like how they put the pulse one counter on the one without shield counters. I guess their shield counters one is their dedicated blocker. They go searching. Oh my goodness. This is really truly just Bant good stuff. Well, it's not even. It's Bant good stuff, but I really like the sort of ramp into Titan Industry. I haven't seen Titan Industry in a while, and it's made me sad. Atraxa kind of stole a spot. Uh, first striking Titan. First striking Titan. That's actually like double striking practically. It's annoying because we lose like a creature on the blocks. Well, I think what we do here is we triple block like this, and we lose one creature. Unfortunately, it puts them in the most favorable order with the two spirits first. These are technically spirits. There we go. We make sure to have it die. We only lose one creature. Fortunately, they got to pick the 6/7 instead of the 4/4, but opponent's got the Reaching Titan here. Oh, no, no. Oh, that's brutal. That is brutal. I think I'm gonna keep this briefcase. Well, it's not like I can play it, but we can filter it away with these fables, which maybe we draw into an answer to this board state. Yeah, they got like ramp and then just good stuff on 3 and 4 and 7. No way. The third Titan in the top 30 or the top 23. I mean, they probably look deeper than that with the memory deluge, but still, that is crazy. All right, triple block here. Single block, single block. Wait, it doesn't even die. We should just jump it, but we can't just jump it because it's gonna trample. All right, well, we just do that, and then we block this 3/3 like this, and hold back an extra chump blocker. The Contagious Warwick proliferating the shield counter is impressive. Though to be fair, there's a lot of exile removal going on, so It's not necessarily always going to yield such results. Alright, discard this, and hopefully we hit like a Capricious Hellraiser. Nope. Oh, we hit a land. Unfortunate.
Years of training.
That is unfortunate. We discard to hit nothing. Two lands. Yoink. Those shield counters actually did some business. I haven't seen, as I've said, like there's a fair amount of exile removal, especially with like Wanderer running around exiling things. It is also kind of impressive playing Titan of Industry without Fable the Mirror Breaker because they work so well together. Because Titan of Industry is one of those is a like really big creature to get to enter the battlefield, right? It has that double enter the battlefield trigger. But then since it's non-legendary, you can copy it with Fable, and then like yeah. So Jund with Titan of Industry and Fable did have its moment in Standard. Opponent going first here. It's not particularly good for us, but it looks like our opponent's not necessarily aligned to any one color here with their very cool stained glass leaves. Courier's briefcase. Ramping. Is this a mono green ramp deck? No, not mono green. So they are multicolor. Is it it's a Titania deck. That would be the only reason you'd play a sack land and pick up more forests and play like a mono green deck. Oh, I guess we can play. Nah, let's play the Eccentric Farmer. Get something into the graveyard. Do you want to loot away these lands though? Oh, Capricious Hellraiser, no. That would have been a dope draw. I mean, it was a long ways away. No attacks because we had 2-3. They got the Ixalan land for the art. Ren in 7. Land ramp and Ren in 7. Actually pretty cool. I'm going to play this. Wait. I should have attacked in first. We would have been able to potentially get them to trade one of their like Augur of Autumns. Though they would have probably just blocked with the massive tree folk. There was a chance. We can loot away these 3 lands and then draw 3. Ren and 7. If we loot away these lands, we don't quite have enough to cast Capricious Hellraiser though. Wow, they got the lands. They got the lands unlocked. Why did oh they played Fable or Field of Ruin? See what we draw. Another land. We'll go ahead and discard this, this, and keep the Besage. How many lands do we have? Apparently too many. We looted away how many lands? We looted away like 3, and we drew into like 3 more lands. Okay. We get a dragon here, but our opponent has curved out here. Perhaps only our first game will be a very good game here. Yep, it is Titania. I did call that. Hmm. We could play the Fable, but the problem is we don't have a. Yeah, we'll play the Fable because we can loot cards next turn, and then we can potentially Copy. Oh no. I can blow up our enchantments. Whenever you cast a creature spell, choose one. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. Bye bye, Fable. Yep. And then you could either choose to look at the top 5 cards of your library, put a land on the battlefield from among them, tapped. And you can also gain 4 life. If we had a sweeper here, if we had a sweeper. I mean, now if we had a sweeper, Mistake 2 reaches Skyward flips into a massive creature thanks to our opponent's excessive number of lands. We'll go ahead and do this. Ka-chow. They get more lands, but oh my goodness. We have more. We've drawn into a bunch. I could attack in with a shaman first, though what's to say that they're not going to block it with one of the bigger creatures? Oh, uh, can't even attack in. We'll go ahead past turn. Keep the Sokus on in hand. There's no reason to play it exactly. Opponent's searching for their Nissa probably, because if they get Nissa here, they just send it all through. Or they're looking for, oh well, flipping Titania is also a good way to send a bunch of damage through because they get trample. Forgot about that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They just need a card that gives trample or just to start attacking in because frankly, they've had a 10-10 and they haven't attacked in for turns on end. I think they're having fun though. So we'll let them have fun. We will let them have fun. Holy moly. Oh yeah, yeah, they have Augur of Autumn, so they can play cards off the top of their library and make sure that they don't run into extra lands with their create another tree folk. I hope they have Nissa in hand, that's all I say. Channel Ursokozon, empty hand to show our attempt a peace treaty here. Please opponent. Oh my goodness. Bushwhack. Fair enough. Oh, they just go in. Okay. I mean, we could just chump. Block the 12-12, block the 12-12, block the 4-4 with a 4-4, block the 4-4 with a 4-5, block the 5-7, block the 5-7. I think we blocked the maximum damage we could do, but I think we might still die. We're taking 5 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3. No, we survived with 2. Okay. Wasn't quite sure. Ooh, my goodness. How many lands did we hit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. My graveyard changed colors. Ah, yes, Vigilance. Forgot. Take that, opponent. Yeah, Silverback Elder is also really good against mono red if he can get it down, because obviously it has 7 toughness, so like mono red is not going to do anything to stop that. And then you can rapidly gain life if you have other creatures, because you gain 4 life every creature you play. Alright. I think we'll do it there for today. If you guys enjoyed the video, consider subscribing, leaving a like, commenting. Let me know what cards you're excited for March of the Machine. Let me know what you would change about the deck. I will quickly pull up the deck list. And if you have any questions about the deck, feel free to comment. Let me know. I'm not going to go into a deck tech here. That's what I usually do, but I figure not many people watch it, and if you want to ask about it or if you want my thoughts on it, you can always ask me. I'm gonna try and set up a Discord, so um, I will direct people there when I in videos when I get the chance to do that. And if you enjoyed this video, perhaps you'll enjoy yesterday's video, which should probably be on the screen, um, where we used a Vika, reanimated it, created a bunch of tokens. It's more like non-creature spell, like stuff like this, but it actually worked out pretty well. So it was a lot of fun. And yeah, check out that video for that. Have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Ciao.